For 6 long years, Emily Reed's world had been confined to the seat of her small pink wheelchair. Every doctor in the country had told her millionaire father the same devastating truth: she would never walk. Alexander Reed had learned to hide his heartbreak behind business meetings and expensive toys, but deep down, he knew he could never buy his daughter what she wanted most: the ability to stand, take a step, and feel her own legs carry her forward. Then came Maria, a nanny with no elite background, no glittering references, just a soft smile and an unshakable belief that Emily's story wasn't over. 3 months later, Alexander would open his living room door to see something so impossible, so unthinkable, that it made him drop the briefcase in his hand. Alexander Reed was a man of influence. He built skyscrapers, owned 5-star hotels, and was used to solving problems by signing checks. But his daughter's paralysis was something money couldn't fix. Emily had been born with a spinal condition that left her unable to walk. Doctors spoke in clinical terms: no neural response, permanent mobility impairment, but all Alexander heard was never. After Emily's mother passed away, his penthouse felt emptier than ever. Nannies came and went, each leaving polite notes about how sweet Emily was, but how challenging her care could be. Alexander noticed Emily withdrawing, less laughter, more time staring out the window at children playing in the park below. When Maria walked into the interview room, Alexander almost didn't hire her. She didn't have the formal British accent of his previous hires or the glossy agency portfolio. But something about her calm confidence made him pause. She looked him straight in the eye and said, "Mr. Reed, I can't promise miracles. But I can promise I'll see Emily for who she is, not just what she can't do." Her first day was different. She didn't fuss over Emily or hover like the others. Instead, she sat cross-legged on the floor and began building a block castle. "Want to help me make the tallest tower in the world?" she asked. Emily hesitated, then rolled closer, curiosity flickering in her eyes. Over the weeks that followed, Maria's games became more elaborate. They played Princess Rescue, where Emily had to lean forward and pull Maria to safety. They did dragon stretches, balloon kicks, and treasure reaches. Every move worked muscles that had long been idle, but Emily didn't see it as therapy. To her, it was magic time with Maria. One rainy afternoon, Maria introduced a new game. She lay flat on her back, placed Emily on her shins, and held her steady. "We're going to fly like airplanes," Maria explained. Emily squealed as Maria gently lifted her into the air. "Push with your toes like you're touching the clouds," Maria encouraged. Emily's tiny legs, once so still, trembled, then moved. They did this every day, and Emily's movements grew stronger. Maria never told Alexander about these exercises. She wanted to see how far Emily could go before anyone said the word impossible again. 3 months later, Alexander came home early from a meeting. He heard laughter, deep, belly laughter, coming from the living room. As he stepped inside, the sight before him made his breath catch. Emily was standing. Her small hands clutched the arm of the sofa for balance, her legs shaking under her weight. Maria was kneeling a few steps away, arms open. "Come to me, Emily," she urged gently. Emily's face was set with determination. She took one wobbly step, then another, before falling into Maria's embrace. Alexander dropped his briefcase. "What? How?" His voice cracked. Maria looked up, eyes shimmering. She can do more than anyone believed. She just needed someone to believe in her first. Tears blurred Alexander's vision. He knelt beside them, wrapping both in his arms. For the first time in years, hope didn't feel like a distant dream, it was right there in his living room, standing on shaky legs. Word spread quickly among Emily's medical team. The specialists were baffled. "This level of progress is unprecedented," one doctor said, flipping through Emily's charts. "It defies what we thought was possible." But Alexander knew exactly what had happened. Maria hadn't just worked on Emily's body, she had worked on her spirit. She'd replaced years of, "you can't," with, "you can try." She'd given Emily a reason to believe her legs weren't broken, just waiting to wake up. Months later, Emily walked, slowly, but proudly, into her father's office holding a drawing. It showed 3 smiling figures, Daddy, Emily, and Maria, all holding hands. Above them, in colorful letters, she had written, "We can do anything." Alexander, a man who had made millions in business deals, realized this was the most valuable thing he would ever receive. He offered Maria a permanent place in their family and funded a rehabilitation center she dreamed of opening, one that would give other children the same hope she'd given Emily. And every evening, no matter how busy his day, Alexander made sure to be home in time for flying game, because now he knew, sometimes the most life-changing acts start with something as simple as lying on the carpet and telling a child, "I believe in you." Sparkling heart, if this story inspired you, please hit the like button, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to Whispers of Kindness for more real-life stories that prove love can make miracles happen.